Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So, what has been in development hell for like 500 years, Willow, on Disney Plus TV series. I watched the trailer, just watched it, and it looks like a ton of fun.
Fun. A lot of cool stuff. The sets look great.
You know what I loved about it more than anything? They cast real little people.
Yeah.
And it's fine. You don't have to take a real actor and CGI them to be little.
Yeah, like the Hobbits, yeah.
Yeah, like just get actual real little people they want to work in too.
And I love the original movie. It's a special place in my heart from the 80s. And I'm so glad it's back.
There's so many little things. The little acorns that turn you to stone or whatever, that big giant monster. It's a classic fantasy from the 80s, things like Legend.
Yes.
Those are the films I grew up on that I absolutely love. Val Kilmer was like the knight character. And I like the fact that even something like in Legend of Zelda, it's this little character is the one that saves everyone. Yeah, not Willow. The big giant knight, not the giant dragon. It's Willow. This literally like the Hobbit, the halfling.
Right, and what I love about it too is even the narration. I love it where he's like, "Oh, and the hero that protects the Prince Empress is Willow." Like that, not the big knight. It's.
What I thought was so dope. Again, spoilers for a movie from the 80s. When he tricks the witch at the end, it was with a plain, simple little actual magic illusion, not even real magic.
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, I'll put her somewhere you'll never find her." And then he just does this thing. She's like, "Where did she go?" She just put her under the table. Yeah. Like the table he was standing at. And that was like the only trick he knew. And she's like, "What magic did you use?" And it was no magic.
No magic.
It was literally just a sleight of hand.
You couldn't take it, yeah. Exactly.
I love it. That was so fun. I love that part. This is because she's all like going crazy. And then he's like, "Yeah, I just hit her under the table."
David Copperfield could have beat her with that trick.
And when he's like using the things, he's trying to turn the elder witch into like human again, but he keeps like turning her into different animals and stuff.
Like a unicorn.
Willow.
I love that part. I love that.
It was, well, I'm gonna say, when I say dirty, I meant it looks like they're living in a forest.
Yeah.
And I love that look. It looks gritty, but that's what it would look like if you were just like a halfling living in the forest.
And this is coming out late November this year, and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it looks
good. I was surprised how good it looked.
No traction.
None.
No traction.
From nobody.
Which is weird. Not even talked about.
Yeah, not even talked about.
I think it's because if you didn't grow up watching the original movie, you're like, well, what is this? But if you look at it, it looks like a good fantasy piece.
I like that creature that came out of the water. Looks like a puppet.
Yeah.
Give me puppets. Give me live, real things. Not everything has to be CGI. Of course, the big giant dragon flying around can't be real. But when that thing came out of the water, it looked like a Jim Henson puppet.
Exactly. Right. And there's something to be said about that, because I remember, I know it's kind of a little off topic, but with Jurassic Park, I noticed the original raptors look so much more scary, terrifying
when they're real
than the CGI. And I feel like with Willow, it's the same thing. I want these creatures to have a weight, a feel.
Like in the original Jurassic Park, when the raptor like breathed its breath on the glass, and you saw like that was real air hitting the glass, and it was like a thing because it was real.
Yeah.
Of course, there's certain times where, like, when it jumped up on the table and everything, it was fake. But when they're, like, puppets, it works. I love it.
Yeah. And it's easier for the actors, too, because I can actually play off
I can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
The little rat rider guys, they were so funny in the original film. Because there's in the original film, there was a scene where, like a love potion. And one of the rat rider guys falls in love with the cat. And he keeps trying to, like, go be with the cat. And it's like, dude, it's going to kill you, you freaking idiot. You're tiny. It's going to just swipe at you and you're going to die. But he keeps trying to, like, hey, baby. Like, he's trying to, like, woo this cat. But there's fun stuff like that. And the Willow arcade game and the Willow Nintendo game, those are great,
so fun.
Too. Those are, when I say they're great, they're awful. But I love them anyways because it was Willow.
You remember the scene where they escape and they're going down the snow thing with the shield is the little slide? See, I love that.
And
that was cool.
And the little wizard thing looks just like it did in the original film because it's all like twisty. Mm-hmm. And the way like he lights his staff and stuff. So I guess Willow is getting like his magic is better now.
Yes, yeah.
But and I like the fact like, we're going into the unknown. The balance of good and evil.
And it's the same actor.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and what I love about it now is that maybe he can fill more of that role of like Gandalf, where he actually's been through it. Now, instead of like how he was in the first film, where he was kind of like, oh hey, like.
I absolutely loved it. I thought that was great. I thought the trailer was great. I want to see this again. I thought there was like room like Val Kilmer because he did play the knight in the other one, but now with Val Kilmer's health and everything, but he's got to be in it somewhere. Even if he's just like the king of some land, he has to be in it somehow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, looks like a ton of fun, and I definitely want to watch this.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that it's getting 0-0.
And it had no like wokeness.
Yeah, there's no...
There's like a girl character that's like, oh, we need your magic again. But they're also depending on Willow. See, they all have to depend on each other.
Right.
That's what makes a team a team.
Right, or makes a fun fantasy group.
Yeah, you build your team.
You build your team. Not one person's better than the other.
You get like your archer, your wizard. You get like your thief, maybe like a ranger. Then you have your wizard.
And depending on sometimes a bard.
And most fascinating for me, too, is Lucasfilm's doing it. I can see them stretch out to a fantasy piece. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It looks like, again, it's a series. I don't know how many episodes, but I'm definitely going to watch it.
I'm down for it.
Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.